Hello again, everyone. Josh Roberts back again from Recruitment Services, and today I'm here with the coordinator of the Paramedic program, Vanessa. Vanessa, how you doing?
Good, I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm well, I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us today, Vanessa. Why don't you tell myself and the audience a little bit about your professional background?
Sure. So I've been a paramedic for 17 years. 16 of those years I've been teaching at Loyalist College, and for the last 3 years I've been the program coordinator of the paramedic program.
Wow, that's incredible. So you definitely have the credentials and the background necessary to be in that position. That's awesome.
I love my profession for sure.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the paramedic program?
Well, the paramedic program is 2 years. And what makes it unique at Loyalist is that we do offer it in the 2 different locations and the 2 different formats. So it's the identical curriculum, it's the identical learning outcomes. We even share the same professors, which are all paramedics, by the way. However, we have our traditional Monday to Friday classes located out of our Belleville campus, and students live on res and participate in varsity sports. And then we also have our alternatively delivered program out of Bancroft. And so that program works off of weekends and weeknights and a lot of online technology to make sure that we're delivering the same information. And both groups are very successful when it comes to the end of the program.
So students can get it either way if they have time during the day to be at the Belleville campus, or if they're sort of working a busier schedule with dreams of becoming a paramedic, they can sort of head over to Bancroft and do it that way. So we've obviously got some pretty good options there. So I know your students do a lot of hands-on learning, but how do your students learn in this program?
So most of our program is hands-on, just like you said. We have a lot of skills and procedures and protocols that we work very hard on over the 2 years. And we have a state-of-the-art simulation lab in Belleville, and we have all of the same equipment in Bancroft, and we also bring our Bancroft students down occasionally so they can have the same experience with all the latest technology down there. We have a real ambulance that was lifted into the new build of the simulation suite. The lights and sirens work on it. The doors open up. It's fully stocked. They can put patients in and out of there. There's also an apartment mock-up, so we can simulate that we're doing a call in an apartment, and then you wheel the patient out of the apartment and into the back of the ambulance, and then you come out of the back of the ambulance and you can go to a mock-up of a emergency department. And quite often we work with other professions in the simulation suite, so we might hand off to actual nurses, actual nursing students, and it's part of their curriculum as well. We do a lot of interprofessional stuff.
That's amazing. Yeah, I remember when the ambulance was getting lifted into the wing when I was working at the college in the summertime, and I was confused at first. I didn't know what was going on, but it makes a lot more sense now that it's up and in there. So that's incredible. We've obviously got some phenomenal facilities for our students to learn in. So I know that there's been some pretty great stories from the paramedic program. As of late, I've read that you've graduated a couple of students. Could you tell me a little bit more of that?
Sure. So another unique thing about the Loyalist College paramedic program is that our curriculum, all of our academic requirements, we actually finish those up in mid-February. So the only thing our students have to do from February till the end of the semester is go out in the community in a real ambulance and respond to real 911 calls to meet the requirements for demonstrating proficiency across a variety of competencies associated with paramedic profession. So some of the other schools, they have students come back for the last couple of weeks of the semester to finish up exams and do a few other things, but we're all done. So we were able to graduate a handful of students. 20 out of our 44 second-year students have been graduated because they were able to meet the requirements before the end of the semester, which worked out perfect for what's going on in the world right now. So they are out there in job interviews, and 10 of them so far have received a local job offer to start working on an ambulance.
That's incredible. Obviously, Loyalist is producing those high quality workers ready for the labor force. We've got an amazing program that allows you to sort of, hit the workforce as soon as possible. And that's phenomenal that we've got that feel good story with our students in the community right now, already helping with our crisis. So that's great.
Absolutely. And they're so eager to get out there, Josh.
Yeah, if there's one thing I've known from meeting a couple paramedic students, it's how eager and ongoing they are with their work and how diligent they are about their profession. So you guys do a
Absolutely.
phenomenal job there. Tell us a little bit about some of your faculty members who have been working hard in the community at the college. Specifically, I know Ben and Aaron have been doing a little bit of work.
Yeah, so Ben and Aaron work both at the Belleville campus and the Bancroft campus. And they work mostly in our labs. So they do all the hands-on stuff, which is perfect for them. That's what they're out in the community doing every single day. And when they're not teaching at Loyalist, they are absolutely responding to 911 calls. And what's great about that is that all of our professors bring back the real world calls that they just did on the weekend. They then can simulate those for our students in our labs. So the students get real world, real time experience.
So now that I've picked your brain about the paramedic program and all that sort of business about your courses, I'd just like to ask you, what do you love most about Loyalist?
I love the community. Loyalist is very tight knit. We have so many interprofessional faculty members that contribute to the success of our students on a daily basis. It's not just about the paramedic program. It's about all of my colleagues who all work with us collaboratively to make sure that the students have the best possible experiential learning experience that we can provide.
Thank you very much, Vanessa, for joining us today. Thank you for sharing a little bit about the paramedic program, giving our audience the answers they need to their questions. And again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure, Vanessa. We'll see you soon.